That's how when we get drunk. What you got going on tonight? What kind of topic it is? I know you got something. You ready? You got something, man.
You know what? We gonna talk about what's going on right now in our business. A lot of things that's going on in the community, in the world right now.
Man, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get this shit together. Miss Tiki, that's not Miss Tiki. That's fire trucks. Take mine. You mine. You feel what I'm saying? Miss Tiki over here, right there. He has some, but he ain't Miss Tiki. You heard? Nah, I good.
Getting everything set up already. I'm going live on the Zydeco page, so once it's done, you can always share it on your page at the end of the night. Okay.
I know what it is, man. Friday night, man. I see you on the radio. It's Tiki, like so. Each and every Friday, man, tap in. You should all love and support. All love. It's here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
Long time.
What's up, welcome to Texas 101 Jam, She Go Hard Radio. It's your host, Miss Tiki, She Go Hard. And I got my co-host in the building tonight, Fire Truck Zoe.
Salute.
And we just gonna get right into it. I want to introduce the beautiful, beautiful ladies in the building, the Zydeco sisters. Yeah.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. Wait a minute, it was a Zydeco dude voice on that thing. He has said, hey, with us.
He ready. I'm ready for him. I know it's gonna be fire tonight. We got fire in a firehouse tonight. Oh, it's going down.
All the way down.
It's going down.
All the way down.
And this red hot lady D too?
Yes. Woo! It's going yes. We got legendary fire in the building. And we have Miss Lady D.
Ready.
And
baby.
we just gonna get right into it, ladies. I do have a few topics, but before we get into the topics, because y'all know once we start talking about the world and everything going on, we can really dive into it. But before we get to that, I want to leave the focus on you guys for right now and the Zydeco sisters.
Wow, that's it. That's me. That's fire. See here? We eating on M&M's.
I want you guys to tell the audience a little bit about who the Zydeco sisters are, how you guys came about, and I love the sister unity, and I'm in the Zydeco and blues, and I haven't seen a duo.
Oh, we about to bust one out the head with
So, tell us a little bit about the Zydeco sisters.
You go ahead. Oh no.
Well, let her take her shot first.
Okay.
Here, there we go.
Like here you go. Here you go. Okay. Now me and Fire met long time ago, crossing paths with me, doing some music with another group in Houston called Sex Fiends. So we crossed paths, and we always had that connection with one another. Once we saw each other, out and about, doing different events, we always showed each other love. And with me doing things in the community and just doing all the stuff for my business and personal training as well. So, I'm all about helping the people. So, regardless of what we got going on with our business, that's number one in my life right now. Is helping my people inside with their health and working out, things like that. So, with the Fire doing her weight loss journey and everything, I most definitely helped out in taking part in that. And that's how we really connected. And then, we just became friends, good friends, and we just
It was crazy because like in the first couple of years, and when I came to Houston, and I've been here this year, April made it 20 years. I've been in Houston. But in the first couple of years, I really mashed on like comedy. And so I hit the scene with comedy, and I rapped. I had a deal in Dallas with this real estate tycoon, and Deep South Tycoons actually. And so when I got here, he was going more into properties in Houston, and I stayed 5 houses up from Master P. And I don't know what happened to that deal. Like I still whatever. But I got to Houston, started doing comedy, and then I was asked to join. Man, I came in Missouri City, and I was introduced to the North Side by Money Black and KB the Kidnapper from Street Military. So I'm in a group currently, with the only female with Money Black, KB the Kidnapper, Big Baller who does plush, and a whole bunch of other things, and a young cat called Obi Cascade. Okay. So in those first set of years, I was introduced to the North Side. Okay. You hear what I'm saying? So once I got on the North Side and started knowing the people around, I started getting hosting gigs. Shout out and long live Wicked Cricket and so many others. So when Wicked Cricket couldn't do the show, they was like, well, they got this female, yada yada, she from New Orleans, yada yada, boop de boop. So I had a couple of, and boop de boop. I had a couple of hosting gigs starting out, and I had at least because I hosted. Now I knew the dudes in the group, Tiny T and DJ Rated X, but I had never met Della. And they always said that they had a third part, and she was a female. I had never met her. So boom, Della come up on the scene, and she was like, Star Jones in this bitch. And I was like, okay.
That's my other.
That's her name. And so we met, and I can remember the day we met because it was at a show that I was hosting at, and she got up there and,
did a thing.
She did a thing, but I had never heard Della spit.
You still didn't know she was.
I didn't know. I knew that they was the sex fiends because they ran around as two.
Yeah.
But when I heard her talk, I understood why the fuck she was in the sex fiends.
Okay.
She like, why the fuck my soul is summoner. And I was like, summoner. So then I was just like, wow. So that's how I met Della, and I still cup for her and things like that. She was a cool chick back then.
During that time, Trina was real big.
Yeah.
And so we looked up to her as far as being the baddest bitch, and she represented for the ladies. So that was kind of the genre that I was going after. Was, just being myself. We was out there in the strip clubs. We was making money. We was doing the parties. We was doing everything. We was having fun. Definitely.
So to transition from hip hop to Zydeco, how does that feel for you guys?
Well, I think it's natural because Fire really is a act in herself, Not only
she's an entertainer
with the hip hop, she's tapped into all like the comedy. Within comedy, you got everybody like to laugh. You got country, blues, hip hop, Zydeco, all type of people in that realm. So that's how she touched people doing that. And with the hosting gigs, with everybody getting to know her, it was just like, she's a part of the family. And that's how we most definitely, she draw me into the play because she's already embedded with these people, already a part of the culture.
Right.
You understand? So when we saw an opportunity to grasp it and not only take advantage of the situation, but just become a unit and look at things like you say, we haven't seen a girl group, a duo. So most definitely, we was thinking just how you thinking, sister. We were like, okay, let's bring something different to the table.
Absolutely. My brother, and I'm sure y'all heard of him, B Flipper. That's my brother.
B Flipper?
Yes, and so when it comes to the blues and Zydeco, we've been dealing with that for the last 7, 8 years, and it's definitely a lane that they show a lot of love and they show a lot of respect when you're in that lane, and it's definitely something I'm glad to see you ladies in. So
it's crazy because I'm a Black French Indian. You know, my roots, I'm from New Orleans. Grew up under, you know, being an Indian, being in ballrooms, being known So I'll be in there, be practicing, you know, the Indians, you know, practice like 3-4 months prior to Mardi Gras.
Right.
So I always been a child in the ballrooms, in the this and the that. So blues, cafe music, Zydeco music. Now I didn't get introduced to like Cajun real Zydeco until I moved to Alexandria, Louisiana.
Okay.
So once I did that and then coming to Houston, it's just another lane. And the trail riders and things like that. And they, you know, they already called me the Zydeco Queen of Crunk. So I always got the shit crunk and on the trail rides. You feel me? And so I noticed within the blues, Southern soul, it was just, they had women out there, but if you notice, Tiki, a lot of the women are getting older. And there's younger women that's coming up, but then there was no duo chicks, and then still in that in-between gap like us.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And when we go to the trail ride, you know, jump, and you have the younger chicks, and they still on the hip-hop, and it's an easy fusion because music is music.
Right.
So they have the young people, but then they have us in between, and we still want to hear the R&B-ish, neo-soulish, you know, old school type of boom, 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 but we on that hip-hop too.
Yes.
But then, you know, we play the accordion, you feel what I'm saying, scoreboard, and whole guitar. So it's a real band. We don't just like do it like we a band.
Right, right.
And a lot of you guys know me from comedy, but y'all gonna be surprised. Y'all gonna be surprised.
Well, I'm definitely excited about it. So the song the first single that you guys are gonna release is Country Drop.
Well, it's a collabo with the trail ride.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. It's our record. You know how some songs, you know, is, you know, featuring this and that? No, it's a Baldina, Zydeco Sisters, boom. And from the start to the beginning, produced by T. Berry, that produced for like Plies, Gucci Man, things like that. But he have never, you know.
So T. Berry produced the track. T. Berry, T. Berry done Sugar Mama for Lee Royale. You know, Lee is artist that I mean. And so we've been working with T for the last 2 years. And actually, it took me a little while to convince T. Berry, because I was actually the first person to go to him several years ago and say, hey T, this is the type of you need to make some of this music and get in that lane. And he was already dealing with people who did the blues festival downtown and things like that. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm happy that you said that, because with T, he only, like, we the first women besides, I don't know, you know, that truly with Baldina, they already have men trying, you know, rapping, doing that, but in a session, you know, certain people fuck with me in a session and certain don't. If you don't know me, I'm fuck with me in a session. I know how to do everything. I'm not a person that you see, because some men think they got to write for. No. We are writers. We are a band. We know what we're doing. Right. So when we got in there with Baldina, you feel what I'm saying? He wanted to put me on the track, and shout out to Trilly Poe. He have a track out there with Trilly Poe, and you know, I was just like, no. Not saying it wasn't a good record. I said I had a different hop, and I know how she coming. And we picked this track, and we crafted this mother. You know, all the way. All the way. I mean, writing this and that, and you ain't never heard Baldina sound like this. And this is his first record with a duo, and it's hopping, and it's already out there. We're gonna shoot the video. We already setting up to shoot the video. Baldina, the trail ride.
Are we the first duo women?
Yes. To be considered, there are women. I know a lot of the younger women. You have Portia. Miss Portia from, most of them are
Shout
from
out Miss
Louisiana.
Portia.
Miss Portia's my cousin. She's been doing it. Veronica Rael, both are from Baton Rouge. So you have one like that who have
collaborations
music,
with
but
no.
to say that there is a female group
Right.
or duo, there's not a female
There's
group or
none.
duo in the Southern Soul
Let's
Zydeco
make some
blues
music.
lane.
Booyah.
So, I'm gonna go ahead
Cheers
and
to that. Yeah.
move this up, and I want you guys to announce this song that's coming up. We have the Zydeco Sisters live on the station tonight. Sugar Heart Radio, Texas 101 Jams, and we're gonna premiere their single with Baldina. Ladies, go ahead and announce this song for us tonight.
Okay, before we do that, shout out to Honey, shout out to our whole team,
E-Money.
E-Money and Gracie Henderson, tour manager. But the whole team that, like, it's so many band of people that's behind us. And you will see us, I don't even see in the front, but we just here. We the vibe, we the energy, but we bring so many people along with us. We represent for a lot of women. Man, when I tell you the Cougar Cats, y'all got some real representatives out here. Because we ain't that nice. So the song that we got, we representing, presenting right now on Sugar Heart Radio, with Miss Tiki and Fire Truck Zoe. It's called The Dirty
Country Drive. Featuring all of us, because it's all about
It's our song.
Baldina,
Yeah.
Lady D,
Yeah.
Fire, and
Yeah.
we coming as the
Zydeco
Zydeco
Sisters.
right here on Texas 101
Yeah.
Jams.
Boom.
That's good.
Well, we got to turn it all the way around. Well, I'm a twist, high bang, it's a 7-1 gang. West on my best ball, Pina on the red, Dollars on my feet, and your girl on the creek. Cold queen of crunk, make a rumble on the tree. Now, so you gotta get your eye now, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all not ready?
Did I hear they got
Oh yeah, we real grown and real nasty. just that, just to drag a little bit. I like
ladies,
that.
Yes.
I like
I
that.
like it.
I like it.
I like it
I like
a
it a
lot.
lot.
I like it a
I like
lot.
it a lot.
And
It's
it's
different.
definitely different, and it's something that's needed for that lane of music. Like you say, to bridge that gap, because we are the generation that came up in between.
Absolutely.
You know, and we still want that hip hop feel, and like you said, we want that.
Grown women
Yeah.
vibe. I'm so glad. We back
And
it
guess
all
what?
up.
Guess what? We still, just because, don't get it twisted now. Y'all might see they might see all them young girls on Instagram throwing that ass, but I'm telling you, you go to the trail rides and the Zydeco and the blues, baby, it don't matter
They
how old
look
you
just
is.
like
I done
us.
seen, I done seen Granny out there throwing that ass in a circle like that.
And Granny thicker than a silver, baby.
For the young girls, they had to get it from somewhere.
So,
Where young girls get it from?
so I absolutely love it. I like the track. I like the lyrics. I like everything about it. And I'm wishing you ladies much success because I see it and I feel it and I definitely like that type of energy.
Trust me.
Oh yeah, because the clapping in there, ass definitely fun to it. Now you know, see, I be getting, I got ass, but I get scared. I don't get scared. I just be getting mad at myself because when we came up, we was people up in the loop. We went twerking in the. So you know.
Genre of
Yeah,
music.
I want to do the right cheek, left cheek. See,
Right.
you know, when
Right.
they keep getting down and they make one go at a time, I'll be like, what?
But you can't be afraid of that.
I ain't
Now,
afraid
Tika-
of it. I'm just
Tika, you
afraid
dragging
that my
a
thigh
little, you dragging a little like Wayne.
I have been going to the gym and I actually get, I get in a mirror in the bathroom and I squat and I be practicing, but see, I think my left thigh muscle a little weaker than the right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The right ass.
Let me get in that left one.
I gotta use the chair. See, I gotta use the chair. So we can get in. Let me warm up.
There you go.
You been working. Yeah, she been working on it, y'all. You just gotta keep doing it.
And that's what we're gonna do for the trail ride. We're gonna practice.
I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together.
All meet up
You going in the right spot.
and we're gonna work on that
But,
ass.
so, y'all know what? I got another surprise for y'all too because I do have a Zydeco. That's what I call it.
Zydeco, yay.
So I do have a Zydeco EP coming out.
So let me ask you something before we get a little bit further.
Mhm.
Would you like to collab with the Zydeco sisters?
I would love to.
Okay,
I would love to. So for you ladies, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this song. And let me get this
Now, we
disclaimer.
pro women now.
One song?
We pro
Giddy
women.
up.
Yeah, the one song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Okay, so
run that one. Yeah, run that one. She talk big shit on her.
Giddy up. Is one. I'm that